Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dale Minyo. Powered by soy biodiesel. Tomorrow I'll take in the Wyandotte County Fair, all thanks to Nature's Premium Liquid Fertilizer. Dusty will have reports from the Wyandotte County Fair thanks to Ag Credit on Friday. Joining me is Tad Nicholson from Ohio Corn and Wheat. And Tad, our update this time to talk about is the crop that's out there. The economy's not the greatest, and as we look at overall demand, it's a challenge. How do we look at moving this corn crop and looking at future intentions for farmers to continue to plant corn?
Well, anytime there's a prices that taking the cycle and it's gone down like this, and we know profitability is going to be tough this year, we're always double down on building demand. And so we really talk about trade as one of those areas. And it's a tough one right now because, unfortunately, the outlook from the presidential candidates is not something, it's not part of their campaigns. It's not part of them talking about really wanting to strike new trade deals and those type of things. And so the concern is us saying, well, don't just be quiet about it. We got to tell people, anybody in Congress, the presidential candidates, we need to tell them trade is important to agriculture because 95% of the population lives outside the U.S. We want to feed their livestock just like we want to feed our own. We could do that with U.S. corn. We want to do that today.
As you looked at the big picture, we're already talking about the Mississippi having struggles with water levels. And, we're having a drought in our area, but you wouldn't think that would have an impact. But the big picture still is it may be hard to move corn down the Mississippi, but we can store for a little while till Mother Nature gives us water to be able to look at the international market. We'll find out more on the world ag supply and demand, and those numbers will be out Thursday. And as we get that, the market could look at that information. Here we go. But for right now, we got to talk about world exports, and the government's not in the position to be at least going and negotiating, and that's a strong concern.
Yeah, if you're farming in Ohio, you're looking at some pretty poor crops this year with some really tough dry areas, some devastatingly dry areas in the state. But if you look at the entire country, it's not that bad, and so we know that there's going to be a lot of corn on the market. Our job is to get rid of it. Trade is the way to do that. You're right. River levels are a concern. We got to get it out of here, and so all of these things go into play, and so that's why we want to talk to our candidates about trade. And if they're not going to do new trade deals, at least they need to help us get rid of trade barriers, which are impacting our ability to trade around the world.
I've been visiting with Tad Nicholson from Ohio Corn and Wheat. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
Plenty of sunshine, very warm, and mostly dry. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. That's a look at your forecast update here in Ohio. I don't put together any significant precipitation for the rest of this week, weekend, and most of next week. I will tell you, though, that early next week we have another tropical system wanting to move through the Carolinas and across the Appalachians. I think that brings some rain to Ohio next Wednesday afternoon into Thursday. So watch for that. We can see rain showers and maybe a few thunderstorms there. That might be our first good rain in a little bit here over the state. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Back with more after this.
In any year, your best harvest is only a few upgrades away. Seed Consultants exclusively serves the Eastern Corn Belt, combining our deep knowledge of local conditions with high-performing products fit for your acres. Most importantly, our customized services put our products and your business in a position to succeed. We help you start with better to grow your best. Visit seedconsultants.com to learn why our products and services are simply better.
Get ready for the 62nd Annual Farm Science Review, September 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's more than a farm show. Explore over 600 exhibitors across 2.6 million square feet, providing equipment, services, and education for farms of all types and sizes. Tickets can be purchased at participating OSU Extension offices and agribusinesses, as well as online. Visit fsr.osu.edu to buy your Farm Science Review tickets now and plan your show visit. We look forward to seeing you at the 62nd Farm Science Review, September 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Time now for the Midday Market Analysis, provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
I'm Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing your midweek fundamentals. Trade has been whipsawing all week as funds try to position themselves ahead of tomorrow's USDA supply and demand report, and farms focus on emptying out bins as the harvest looms. Reuters has collected industry estimates on what to expect heading into tomorrow's report, and the average trade guess for corn yield is seen at 182.4 bushel to the acre versus August's USDA's reported yield of 183.1. with a carryout slightly lower at 2.007 billion bushels versus August's reported carryout of 2.073 billion bushels. For soybeans, Reuters estimates yields unchanged from USDA's August reported yield of 53.2 bushel to the acre, with carryout slightly higher at 565 million bushels versus the 560 million bushels reported in August. Please visit our website, licemercantile.com. Learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. December corn down a half at 403 3/4. March down 3/4 at 422 1/2. November beans up a penny, making a penny and a quarter now at 9.98 1/2. January up 1 1/4 at 10.16 1/2. December wheat 577 up 2 3/4. July's up 3 at 612 3/4. October cattle 175.92 down 40 cents. October lean hogs up 12 cents at 78.67. This is the Ohio AgNet.